Dear students, welcome back to the video lecture number 5 of module number 2, that is metal fencing. In previous video lecture you come to know the discussion on electrosplatting process, its bath composition and comparison between the electroplating and electrosplatting processes. Now let us discuss about electrosplatting of nickel by Watt's method. Before to go for any electroplating or electrosplatting process, the surface of the object must be clean. To descaling, washing with an acid is called a pickling process. Then a degreasing means washing with organic solvent. Then finally the surface of the water object is washed with deionized water. Then electrosplatting of nickel is performed. The electrosplatting of nickel was developed by the scientist O.P. Watts in the year 1916. Now it is the most popular nickel electrosplatting process, and the plating operations by Watts solutions are low cost and very simple to operate. So electrosplatting of nickel is a form of alloy treatment designed to increase the resistance and hardness of the metal like iron or non-metal like plastic. The electroless nickel plating process is simpler than its counterpart electroplating process. There is no need to pass electric current through the chemical bath solution in order to initiate the plating process. Let us discuss about composition of bath. The source of nickel ions may be nickel sulfate, that is NiSO4 6 molecules of water, that is taken around 240 to 300 gram per liter. Then nickel chloride 6 molecule containing 6 molecules of water, 20 gram per liter. Then reducing agent, that is sodium hypophosphite, that is NaPO2S2 8 gram per liter. Then sodium acetate is used as to maintain the pH, that is CS3CONA 10 gram per liter. Then complexing agent is used, that is sodium succinate, that is C4H4Na2O4 15 gram per liter, and the pH is maintained 4.5 and the operating temperature is 93 degree Celsius. Now what are the reactions are taking place in electrosplatting of nickel by Watt's method? At cathode side, reduction of nickel salt, that is Ni2 plus, by taking 2 electrons, it leads to form the Ni. Then at anode side, the reducing agent sodium hypophosphite means phosphate ion, so gets hydrolysis, forms H2PO3 minus plus 2H plus ions by the loss of 2 electrons. Then Ni2 plus ions and phosphate ion with water, it gives Ni plus H2PO3 minus, then 2H plus ions. So this is how the reactions are taking place by the nickel-Watt's method. Now applications, it is used in automotive industries like to make bumpers, rims, exhaust pipes of automobile vehicles. Then bright work on the bicycles, and it is used to make the connectors for electronics and mobile phones. Now let us discuss now one more electrosplatting process for your syllabus is, that is copper. As I told, electrosplatting process, before to go for that, the surface must be cleaned thoroughly as said the procedure in the previous techniques. Insulators like plastics or printed circuit boards are activated by dipping first in stannous chloride and then in palladium chloride. Then electrolyte splitting is one of the best method for coating of an metal. Let us discuss now about the composition of electrolyte copper. Coating solution is copper sulfate solution is taken 12 gram per liter. Reducing agent is taken formaldehyde 8 gram per liter. Then buffer is used, so it is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and rochelle salt. Sodium hydroxide is nothing but NaOH 15 gram per liter. Then rochelle salt means sodium potassium tartarate, that is 14 gram per liter. Complexing agent EDTA disodium salt of, that is 20 gram per liter. Then optimum pH is maintained 11 degrees Celsius and operating temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Now what are the reactions are taking place? Copper ions from the salt gets reduction by taking 2 electrons, gives the copper at the cathode. Then what happens to the aldehyde? Formaldehyde is a good reducing agent. In basic medium, hydroxyl ions gives formate anion plus 2 moles of water, hydrogen and 2 electrons. Then add the reactant to the reactant side and product to the product side. You will be able to get Cu2 plus 2 HCOHO by taking hydroxyl ions. So it gives 2 SCO minus 2 H2O plus hydrogen gas is liberated. Hence formaldehyde and copper sulfates are added in the plating bath periodically in order to maintain the proper composition of the bath. Then formaldehyde and copper sulfates are added to the plating bath periodically in order to maintain the proper concentration of the copper solution. Now let us discuss about this electrolyte splitting process, how it is carried out. Mainly it is used to make the printed circuit boards, that is PCB, by producing the hole through the connections. Now let us discuss about how the hole connections is made in the PCB. For a PCB with double-sided circuits, through hole connection is required. Through hole like connections is made by electrolyte splitting technique, and preparation of printed circuit board by electrolyte splitting is wide range of application. Now the base material is made up of glass reinforced plastic, that is GRPS, or epoxy polymer. The base material, which is double sided and is electroplated by the copper, then which is followed by the electrolyte splitting process, which is protected by the photoresist. The rest of the copper is removed by etching to produce a circuit pattern or track, and the connection between the two sides made by drilling the hole, followed by the plating through holes by electrolyte splitting. So this is how to perform the electrolyte splitting process. First, the plastic paste GRPS is taken, which is double side coated by the copper. After copper plating, copper is etched in the particular area and the track is to be produced. So when you drill with a driller on PCB, so it produces the track, and it is very difficult to add the electroplating bath rather than the electrolyte splitting process. Before to go for electrolyte splitting process, the activities of electrodes and plating bath solutions are maintained constant. Activation is made by using palladium chloride SnCl2. After activation, the printed circuit board GRPS that is added into the electrolysis bath. As a result, electrolysis copper plating is taking place through holes. Now let us discuss about what are the important applications of this one of electrolysis plating process. Generally used in communications, in instrument controls, consumer market items like televisions, transistors, CD, DVD players, etc., military and aerospace equipment, etc. Then what are the major drawbacks of electrolysis plating process? The cost more unit weight of the deposited metal. It needs always pure chemicals. Chemical reductants are more expensive than electricity. Metal salts and reductants can also in electrolysis plating solution are not thermodynamically stable. The impurities or dust or colloidal matters, if they are present in the bath, they are going to decompose the electrolysis bath solution. So this is what about the one of the important part of your running chapter. With this, the concept of electrolysis plating process is concluded, and which is the end of the module. Thank you, one and all. ಮಾಡಿನೋ ಮರ ಏನು Dear students, welcome back to the video lecture number